All right. So, real quick, I want to just lay out a couple of things. Uh, I'm a rooster. It's nice to meet everybody or anybody who decides to watch. And I really appreciate your view. Thank you. Like, thumbs up, subscribe. The more subscribers I get, the more content I'll put out. I want to talk about jobs, right? So, when you get a job, you apply, they approve or deny you. You start the job, you go in, orientation, they give you their booklet, and they tell you the rules and procedures and policies in which the corporation or business decides to run at. Or under, I should say. So, when you apply for your job and you get the job, you are forced to comply with the policies in which the company runs. So, whether or not those policies follow law or code, right? The codes in which this whole country revolves around because we live in fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. You do what they tell you. Okay? So, if my job, let's just say I'm applying for a job to wear a blue getup with a faggoty hat, and I really don't care about language, so please don't. Alright? If you're offended by the word faggot, then you think that you're a faggot. You can call me what you want. I'm none of those things. So you wear the faggoty hat, you got that shiny little fucking badge looking thing. And they give you your pamphlet, your booklet, right? Of all the policies in which you are to comply with and how you are to conduct yourself with the public. Now, if police, local municipal police, were in fact government officials, would they or would they not require election? Because all government officials are elected. Now, your local sheriff, he's an elected official, and he can appoint deputies and deputize them. Yes, absolutely sure, cool. But local municipal cops are simply agents of the corporation that runs the county, city, or municipality that you live in. So they're not government, you might ask? Well, technically, no. No, they're not. They're definitely not. They are strong arms of a corporate entity that their only job is to increase profit, revenue, to create revenue. Okay, so they go out and they sit on roadsides and they, boop, you're going 48 into 45, and then they pull you over and then they hand you this ticket. Well, that ticket is a contract in which most people sign because they don't understand that they don't have to sign it. And they consent to the ticket. Right? Well, once you consent to the ticket, you're obligated to pay because you contracted with them and agreed to their provisions. So you agreed to pay. You asked for it. Little do most people know is you don't have to. You take that unsigned piece of paper, crumple it up after remembering the date and time. You go into court, but you do not identify yourself. You do not walk into the actual area in front of the courtroom, in front of the pews, kind of like a church, really weird, but that's just how it goes. You don't walk over that. You don't pass the banister. You don't walk into maritime law. As soon as you walk in there, they have all they need. You consented, you signed the piece of paper, you walked into their jurisdiction, you accepted the fact that you're the corporate fiction in which they contracted with, and you become responsible for the debt, whatever the debt may be. Now, if you don't go in there and you stand outside and you say, am I on the record? And don't answer any of their questions. Don't give them your name. Don't give them your date of birth. Don't give them any information to verify who you are in their eyes. And in their eyes, you are the corporate fiction, the ID, the driver's license, or whatever in which that you presented or didn't present. Most times you shouldn't. You just shouldn't. It's a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment. You don't give your identification unless you are in commission of a crime, and a crime has a victim or a complainant. The state, the police, cannot be either or a victim, complainant. So you stand there and you ask them if you're on the record. Are we on the record? Well, are we on the record? I am here on special appearance as agent or administrator. I such and such. I Rooster. Do not consent to a hearing. I do not understand the charges. And I move for let's see. Dismissal. Okay. And then let them know, and you have to let them know, because their codes are very specific and they have to follow their codes. And if you know their codes, they can't fuck with you. So, 1-308. Right? I reserve all my inalienable human rights. As soon as you say that, more than likely, they are going to end it all. Stop everything. He's going to yell at you and say that he wants to fucking charge you with contempt. But he's conning you. He's trying to trick you. He's trying to get in your feels so you, oh, fuck, oh, that's 7 days in jail. Let him. Okay, truly, let him. Don't give them any information, but let him. They put their hands on you. That's a crime. That is unwanted physical contact. And in all technicality, not saying you should. In fact, I'm going to advocate that you do not. Don't resist. As soon as they touch you, just let them do it. Because they're violating you. They're violating you. Plain and simple. That's law. They're harming you. They have every intent of throwing you in a cage. Absolutely. So, you can look on this same site, go on YouTube, and you can find multiple instances in which people have done exactly this and walked out of court unscathed, free as a bird, without any encumbrance. Okay? We have to become knowledgeable people. Life is too short to have somebody tell you how to live it. Right? And as soon as you understand that this life is much longer than you could ever have imagined, it's only short because they feed you this shit. You have been told that there is an end your whole life. There is no end. Only new beginnings. Only new beginnings. We have the DNA to truly live forever, as long as you are not introduced to the concepts and believe the concepts in which you are introduced. The concept of time isn't real. The concept of laws in the public eye, the codes and shit that we're told we have to follow, they're not real. Money isn't real. Banks are corporations. The government went bankrupt in 1933. And the creditors, the American people, we funded everything. We fund everything with our gold, our family's gold, from every generation that's been before us. We're free. But you have to earn it. Because you have to learn it. And if you choose not to learn, and choose to remain willfully ignorant of what's happening, then you reap what you sow. And not a lot of people want to hear that. In fact, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that the life that they're living has been chosen for them. But it's true. Because you chose it. Not you, your corporate fiction chose it. Because you didn't know that there was a difference between you and that entity. We are smarter than this, people. We are infinite knowledge. We are celestial beings. We are light and electricity and sound and water and dirt. We are all of this. Everything is us. You are me. I am you. I am the trees. You are the trees. The trees are me. The bugs are me. You are the bugs. The birds. The fucking... Everything. Everything. We are everything. So how is it that you still want to listen to what somebody else tells you you are? I'm not any of that. So it starts with, let's change the way we eat. Let's change the way we live. And let's change the way we treat each other. Because the old way wasn't working. So it's on us to do what we got to do to survive. And that line is from one of the most beautiful people that we've ever seen. And they killed him. Well, they killed part of him. Because they couldn't have him running around, man. They couldn't have him doing that. They couldn't have him talking. And Tupac, he gave us information that was priceless. Truly priceless. Most people didn't listen. I listened. I listened as a kid. I remember everything. I remember every face that I've been. I remember every character I've played. Because we all wear masks. Metaphorically speaking. The character, right? Mr. Ipkiss. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But what can you do? Become knowledgeable. Stay strong. Know that somebody's got your back. Because we got each other's back. We got to have it. Once enough of us see what's happening, we'll change it. It's just a matter of time. Well, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thank you. Like I said, like and subscribe. Appreciate your time. Love y'all. Bye.